This is from the South version of Chicagoland Extra. The headline, Spuddy.
Hey, Spuddy!
S-P-U-D-D-Y. Spuddy meets a sad end.
Matter of opinion.
The Labriola family dog, Spuddy. Hey, Spuddy.
I think we're going to change it to Hey, Spuddy.
Was something of a legend on his Blue Island block, where neighbors stopped to give the 15-year-old mutt a friendly pat on the head or toss him a treat. One of those neighbors this summer tried to explain to a police officer that the old dog wasn't a stray, but belonged to the Labriolas on Maple Avenue. By the end of that June day, however, Spuddy had been shot 4 times in the head by another officer who believed the animal was near death. His remains...
He's got a giant tumor. He's
I haven't gotten to the giant tumor yet.
He's got a giant
tumor. I haven't gotten to that yet. His remains were thrown into a garbage bin at the city's public works facility. More than 2 months later, the dog's owners are still trying to figure out what happened.
Well, I know what happened.
I know what happened.
Want me to help?
The police chief told the Tribune the shooting resulted from a series of misunderstandings carried out by a well-meaning officer who believed the dog, who had a large benign tumor growing on his neck and struggled to breathe, was suffering. According to the June 18th police report, an officer...
The Rifleman.
Officer went to the neighborhood in response to a call about an injured dog.
Starring Chuck Connors.
Gotcha.
That's Chuck Connors.
The responding officer could not find a collar or tags on the dog who was laying on the curb.
Not on Herb.
Lorene Labriola said Spuddy,
Hey, Spuddy!
got out of the backyard when a gate was accidentally left open. It was about a half a block away when the officer saw him.
Who in the hell left the gate open?
A neighbor also spotted him. The neighbor told the officer exactly which house the dog belonged to. All they had to do was knock on our door, and we would have taken care of Spuddy. Blue Island Police Chief Doug Hogland confirmed that a neighbor...
It's their engineer, isn't it?
...told the officer that the dog belonged to the Labriolas, but the same officer was called out on another call 15 minutes later and forgot to pass the information to the officer who relieved him at the scene. After that, the second officer felt the dog was too ill to be transported to an animal shelter, so he was given permission to take the dog to the public works yard and euthanize him. According to the police report, he used a .40 caliber Glock Model 22 duty pistol to euthanize the dog with 4 rounds to the dog's head.
Ouch.
That's a takedown.
That's
So this dog was struggling to breathe. 15 years old.
Yeah, we'll share a little bit of the duty.
With a giant tumor.
And
no tags. And lying on the curb.
And she can't let him in the house, apparently, because everybody, if he's walking up and down the block, he must get out a lot, right? Because that's him walking up and down the block, so he must be out a lot. The love of the dog. Or somebody's continually leaving the gate open.
Labriola said Spuddy did move slowly in his senior years.
You're close. Give them to me.
About a year ago, a non-malignant tumor began growing on his neck, and the family veterinarian advised leaving the large tumor alone, considering the dog's advanced age.
Arnold Braunschweiger.
As the tumor grew, the family removed his collar, which is why he wasn't wearing one. In February, a complaint was made to the Anti-Cruelty Society that Spuddy had a large tumor and could hardly walk. The society sent out an investigator who determined the dog was old, but not ready to be put down.
Are you Jewish?
That is...
He was old, just not ready to put him down yet.
The one officer who's there didn't tell the other officer, so they had to have a guy come... A second officer showed up there.
Don't apologize for nothing.
Stop.
Hey, Spuddy. What's the guy
so
supposed to
I think
do?
the lesson there is, please do not be lying on the curb at Blue Island. Don't.
If you're the equivalent of 105 years old, and you can't breathe,
and you've got a tumor,
you have a giant tumor on your neck, you're going to end up in a landfill if you're lying on the curb in Blue Island.
Yes, they'll take you out to the yard and shoot you. Ain't you going to shoot you there? It's going to take you somewhere and shoot you.
Stay on this phone and don't hang up on me. I can. I have plenty of energy to drive over there.
You don't,
You
though.
understand me?
No, we know.
I will.
No, last time he tried, he drove up a mountain, right?
That's no energy.
And I'm from the area, Dick Buckus.
Buddy.
See, I want to get your newspaper. We don't get anything fun like that.
Oh, it's like the best stuff is the Florida stuff.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God.
Carl Hyacins made a career
Oh
out of
my
reading
God.
those papers.
I mean, none
Writing
of
for
the
those
stuff you
papers.
read these guys write is untrue. I promise you, it's happened.
Everybody's mad that we're laughing at Spuddy, by the way. People think it's an awful, awful, sad story.
The dog is 15 years old, can't breathe. He's laying in a crib with a tumor on the side of him, the side of a truck, and you put him out of his misery.
No
and
tags.
This dumb no tags, and bimboed out at the end of the street. So I don't know where he went. I don't know. He ain't been around here for a while. Well, you know what? If you really love the dog, you keep him inside. Hillbilly.
That sounds like the James Jordan stuff. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, I
Been
don't
around
know.
here
He
for a while.
goes. He missed him for 5 days or so.
Did you declare missing? Nope. He just leaves.
No, he just leaves.
He just goes
When does
out
he come
rambling.
back? I don't know, 5, 6 days. Sometimes he's gone. Where does he go? I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know.
He just rolls back into town.
Yeah, oh my God. Anyway, they don't kiss my ass. Seriously, we didn't shoot him. We didn't throw him in a garbage can in a landfill. We didn't do that. Ascribe blame to the Blue Island Police. It seems
Yeah,
to
and
me,
next time, if you are a policeman
Yeah.
and someone is relieving you and your duty at that time is to guard a 15-year-old dog with a tumor and breathing
they can
problems,
barely breathe or
it's like,
move.
make sure you tell him, don't shoot it. When he gets there, let's just tell him, say, hey, everything is under control here. Whatever you do, don't shoot it in the head 4 times and dump it in a landfill. 'Cause he just forgot. He forgot to tell him not to do that. Montgomery Mike says, Terry, you don't know that you didn't make Spuddy miserable. It's possible he listened to this stupid show.
No, that would be you then.
That's true. That's what gave him the tumor, I think.
That would be you.
He got show cancer.
White Sox baseball.
Well, if it was 2007 White Sox baseball, you wouldn't need the 4 shots from the Glock at point-blank range. Because that's what you could do. If you have tapes of the 2007 White Sox, that's how you
save the bullets.
Right. You save the bullets, and you save the taxpayer money. You just have a little video player, and you say, hey, Spuddy, here, look at this. Get yourself some Andy Gonzalez. hey, Spuddy, check this out. This is Ryan Buckvich. What do you think? There's a little Dewan Day for you. Next thing you know, Spuddy's dead, and you get on with your day.
Man.